All right. I don't know if I should say House of Pain or Oval fans, but I'll try to make this as specific as possible. So, typically, whenever certain behind the scene things are posted online, I'm wary about doing videos because I've become aware over the past year and a half that there are certain people who actually watch my content. And if I post certain things, it might lead to them getting into trouble because they figured out that they shouldn't have posted it. But considering that a lot more Tyler Perry actors have been more public with certain things, I decided to say, oh, well, if they are posting about being on their way to Tyler Perry Studios, I feel like that's fair game. So Lance Gross, I believe I said that correctly, Calvin from House of Pain, and I believe he was in the movie the Marriage Council one, Temptation. But he posted about being back in Atlanta. And I mean, he didn't post the location, but I think it's safe to, and I know it's a dangerous word, to assume that he's back in Atlanta because the plane that he stepped off of definitely looks like the same plane that a lot of other Tyler Perry actors have been posting about over the past couple of days on their ways down to Atlanta. The Oval Season 3 is currently being worked on right now. A lot of the actors have been posting about arriving in Atlanta, or they got back there at Camp Quarantine and they, they're in their, last couple of days of being in quarantine. So the Oval Season 3 is the project being worked on currently. David Mann confirmed in an interview a few weeks ago about Assisted Living Season 2. Oh yeah, we just wrapped up. So Assisted Living Season 2 has already been completed. They've already filmed that. Fans have speculated that House of Pain Season 10 was filmed possibly in like January or December, but low key and nobody knew about it. Keisha Knight Pulliam, aka Miranda, has said in an interview recently that about when asked about the revival of House of Pain, she was like, oh yeah, well Season 9 was received well on BET, so she didn't really say it outright, but hinted about a Season 10. So let me put it this way. Calvin could be arriving in Atlanta to be working on Season 10 of House of Pain. Maybe he's filming 2 shows at once, or it's a potential situation where, hey, you know what? Well, actually, that does make a lot of sense because House of Pain sets seem very specific to that show. So I doubt that he'll be using House of Pain sets for the Oval. I mean, you got CJ and Janine's house, you got Curtis and Ella's house, and then you got the loft, which is rarely used. So, I mean, he could technically work on both shows at once. But in any case, in his stories, he posted a picture. He's like, guess who? He's on the plane with 2 other people, but they're kind of, scratched out. They're, blanked out or covered up. So I can't tell who it is. I mean, you could guess Curtis and Ella, but you could also guess that, I don't know, what if these are characters from the Oval? Because there were a couple of people who posted yesterday about being on their way to Tyler Perry Studios. Hunter from the Oval, he posted about it. Nancy from the Oval also posted about it. She was on the plane. So my guess is maybe Lance is going to be portraying a character in the Oval Season 3. That's my biggest guess. I think Lance is going to be portraying a character on the Oval Season 3. I mean, I haven't seen any House of Pain characters posting about being on their way to Atlanta. But once again, guys, like I said, I could be completely wrong here, but I'm just going off of what has been posted on social media for the public eye to see. I'm not talking about scripts. I'm not talking about episode titles. I'm not talking about spoilers. I'm just talking about an actor who posted about being on his way to Atlanta. So one could assume that he's playing a character. I hope he is, just because I've seen Lance in other content, even though I didn't watch the show religiously. I believe he was in that show on Fox called Stars, right? So I've seen his range and I hope to see more. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Imagine Calvin, I don't know what kind of love interest he would play. Maybe he can work in the White House. Hell, this is going to be crazy. But thanks so much for tuning in as always, guys. Who were the 2 people do you think Calvin had covered up in the picture? I mean, who knows? But yeah, that's all I got for you. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. Also, like and subscribe. We're trying to get the ratio up to have my number of views come from subscribers more than non-subscribers. And if you want to donate, oh wait, did I already say that? PayPal, Cash App, blah, 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 notification bell. You know the drill. And I'll talk to y'all soon.